Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be what my kids have ate for the day. It is actually the weekend, so this would typically be a day where they've had a few treats. So I'm just going to keep it real and honest for you. They've already had their breakfast, which I'm going to show you. This little one is going to go down for a nap because she looks super tired, don't you? No. She's going to go down for a nap. We're just going to get a few bits and pieces done in the house, and it does happen to be a really rainy day, which is the first for about 4 weeks of the summer holiday. So what I'm actually going to do is try and take this opportunity to pop out in the afternoon and get a few bits and pieces for the kids' school uniforms and hopefully the shoes and a few bits and pieces. So it's just a very typical day, and I'll show you what they've enjoyed for the day. Hopefully you enjoy it. If so, or if you happen to be new, do make sure to hit subscribe and the little bell next to it, and comment down below if you'd like to see what the kids ate during the week. So this is all the little ones' breakfast. And this is Dylan and Lola's. They're having some wheaten bread, toasted, soda bread, potato bread, a full sausage, some scrambled egg and a little bit of bacon. Dylan and Lola's is exactly the same. And Sunny and Jude have the same, but they've just half a sausage. And then baby Pearl, she has some fruit loaf. So we didn't want to give her any soda bread or potato bread because they're shallow fried. One wee sausage, a tiny bit of bacon because it's quite salty, but I do like to get her used to all the flavours. And then some scrambled egg. There's more scrambled egg for her she needs, but that will get everyone started. Dylan's just away to the toilet, but he ate his all up. He's a completely clean plate. Sonny, you all fill up? You all done?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it tasty, love? Yeah. Good. Jude, you look like you're full up, love. Do you not want to leave that wee bit? No, you still want that? And Lola's done. You've just left a wee bit of wheaten bread, haven't you, darling? And baby Pearl, did you eat all that up? That wee last piece of fruit loaf, yes? And we're going to get cleaned up and get to the shops now. Yeah? Are you stealing some of his sauce? Sonny, you're not allowed. But you're done, love. You had yours all. Lola said you can have her soda, her wheaten bread. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Right, well, what do you say to her?
Thank you, Lola.
There we go. What about you? You done?
And she has two front teeth.
Two front, she does have two front teeth. And she got two front teeth, and what happened to yours?
3 went out.
3 at once.
4.
4? Oh my goodness, imagine that, Lola. I know, she got her teeth and you lost yours. And then each of them, so all the 4 eldest ones, not baby Pearl, get one of these chewable vitamins each, and they're really cheap. I get them, wait a minute love, I get them in Home Bargains, and you can have 2 to 3 a day. I generally make sure they have 1 in the morning, and then they sometimes get 1 in the afternoon. So the children fancied a spaghetti bolognese today, so it's an easy one for me to prep and have it ready for before we head out, and then we come back, all we've got to do is put the spaghetti on. So I've got some red pepper I'm going to dice, and maybe another carrot actually I'll add. Cook those off, add in the onion, and then I'll add in the mushrooms last, and then make the sauce, add in the mince, and then it's just a matter of when we come home popping on the spaghetti. So that's all my veg cooked down. So all I'm going to do is add 2 cartons of 500 grams of mince. And I'm not going to season it too heavily today because baby Pearl's going to be having it, and if there's any leftovers I want to keep it to freeze for. Then I'll add in just my jar of passata. I use any passata. This was on offer in Tesco's. I think it was 59p. And then I have another wee carton as well, and I'll just taste it and maybe season as I go. It's quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gotta do it, pop it up like that, but you have to, yeah, you got those ones right. Those are really good. So Lola's going to play away there. It's actually dried up. The boys are outside playing in the garden in their welly boots. I'm going to make a fruit pizza base. So I haven't made a fruit pizza base in a while, but sometimes I do a really nice sweet one if it's like a party or an occasion. But because they're going to have a treat after their dinner tonight, I'm making this more of a healthy one. So I have got some just already speed cook oats in there, some whole grain flour, a little bit of baking powder. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon just to taste here. And so that's your dry ingredients, and all you're really going to do is add your wet ingredients into it basically. And so for the wet ingredients, it's an egg, a little bit of oil. I'm going to add just a little dollop of honey and then some vanilla essence. Just mix those together, combine them, and then they go into this baking tin, and I've just lined it. It's pretty easy if you just do it with butter. cook it for about 20 to 30 minutes until it's cooked, and then put it in the fridge to cool. And so just adding the mix, so wet into the dry, and because I'm just really kind of going by eye, I will add oil or honey in as I need. And I think I maybe forgot to say in the dry mix, I also put a bit of light brown sugar, and it really is just a wee oat mixture. I don't have measurements, I kind of just go by eye. Add in a bit of oil, bit of honey, and just so it's all combined. And honey will give it a wee bit of flavour as well. So you just flatten it all down and spread it right to the edges, love.
Okay.
Good girl. Yep. And then we're going to put it in the oven. So it wants to be like a nice crispy base.
Yeah.
And then you know what goes on top. Yogurt and lots of lovely fruit. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good girl. Do you want me to have a wee last finish and just smooth it over?
No thanks.
So for the topping of the pizza, once it's cooled, we are just mixing some Philadelphia, and then I have this apricot yogurt. So sometimes I would use a Greek yogurt. The thing is, for the top of the oatmeal base, you want something that's quite thick. So I'll just show you it, Lola. I'm going to take this for a wee minute now. This is quite thick. Now those little lumps are actually bits of apricot, and I just really like to get an extra wee bit of fruit there in the top, and it's quite nice and thick. Lola's going to cream it down. And then I think I'll add a little bit of honey here just for a bit of sweetness as well, but only a little bit.
Mummy, can I add some honey?
Right, you do the adding then, love. Yep.
Okay.
Just not too crazy.
Okay.
Another wee dollop, another wee dollop. That'll do. And then you give it a good mix through, love. Yeah. You like making that topping?
Yeah.
Yep. Then I'm not going to bother with the cinnamon. I might sprinkle a little bit over the top. If you were making a sweet pizza, I would add in some icing sugar here or a little bit of castor sugar just to give it sweetness, but we really don't need it because we don't want it to be so treat. So now the base, it's been out of the oven and chilled in the fridge, and it's really nice and solid because you don't want to cut through that and it break away. I've got the yogurt, I also put it in the fridge, and again it's just got that bit thicker, and I'm just going to wash and cut up some of this fruit and try and make it look slightly presentable. So this is how it all turned out. I just went quite simple with it. Some little oranges, kiwi, raspberries, blueberries. I usually would put strawberries because it's their favourite fruit, but I'm actually using that for a wee pudding later for them, so I just kind of used what I had. We'll share this all now. There might be a little bit left over that I'll keep for Pearl as well, but it's quite filling, so I'll have it with a cup of tea. And the oat base, you need to really crunch through it because it's quite crispy, so I'll use a pizza cutter and we'll get that into us. And then it's a messy kind of thing to eat, so I'll have to get them all cleaned up and we'll head out to the shops, and then we'll come back for the spaghetti bolognese that's ready prepared. Over to me, love. What do you think? So we're back from shopping, and I've just put the bolognese back on there to heat up, and we've got some spaghetti on. I've got a little garlic bread in the oven, and the kids didn't have much to eat. Baby Pearl had to have a feed, so I just give her a wee breastfeed, and then she had some of these banana rice cakes as well. And the kids popped into Granny's. They had an apple, and then they also got to pick a couple of chocolates from the celebration tin. So they're all cranky and ready for their dinner. So this is all plated up. Me and Alistair are eating the same as the kids tonight. We did have the same breakfast, but we just had it before the children, and then I was expressing some milk. So that's mine, that's Alistair's. We've got the parmesan on the top. Baby Pearl's, I'm just going to chop that spaghetti down a wee bit finer and letting it cool. Just one bit of garlic bread. Sonny, Jude's, Dylan, and Lola's. Don't, Pearl. Are you pulling his hair? Pearl, that's not spaghetti. Do you think Jude's hair spaghetti? Are you pulling his hair?
His hair is green.
Aww. How are you getting on?
Good.
What about you, Sonny? Do you need more, Sonny? Yeah? You're still a lot to eat, don't you, Lola? What about you, Dylan? So we're all finished up. Sonny. And then Jude, I think you're done there, love. I think you're done. Mayette, and you finished, Lola, love? Yes. And Dylan?
I think I have no room for dessert.
No room for a pudding or dessert? Okay, okay, we'll leave yours out then. Will I eat it? Yep. What about you, Lola? Have you got room?
Yes.
You?
Absolutely not. Why?
Look at the mess of you. Well, we'll get a bath and get our pajamas on and then come down for pudding. So we're going to get cleaned up, get the children cleaned up and the kitchen cleaned up. Pearl is going to have some yogurt, and that's just a strawberry yogurt I have with some blueberries, and then she's going to have her milk feed and go down to bed. And Lola's going to feed baby Pearl. Are they tasty, Pearl? They tasty? So for the pudding, I'm going to do a little take on a freak shake and use some of these sweets. Here, I'll show you to top it. So we've got some fresh cream, milk. I'll use the full punnet of strawberries and 2 bananas, and I'll make a strawberry smoothie. I'll just do it in the machine, I'll show you, and it's just really straightforward. And then really I'm just going to decorate these and split some of these things up. I've been gathering these things up for using them for something like this on a treat day. I got a lot of these from B&M's or the pound shop. So these are little unicorn chocolate coins. They've got these little lollies, so I thought they would look really good as if they were unicorn horns. And then I have a few of these unicorn sparkle drops. I'm going to use a few of those. And I've got these marshmallows, so I'll really only be using one of each. But it is a treat, like I said. And I find in a lot of the ice cream parlours, the freak shakes are ice cream and they're massive. So these little glass jugs here are just a good serving. So it gets a smoothie into them and then they get the treat all on the top. So I'm just putting it in melted white chocolate just to get a rim, and it doesn't matter if it's really messy on the side, and all you want to do then is dip it into the sprinkles, and these are just a mixture of like rainbow colour, and yeah, then it just sticks to it, and it's just really for the look of it. So this is the one that I dipped, and then I've just put some little things on a plate. I'm going to top them then with some decorations, and then we let each of the children just do their own sprinkles and topping, as you can see. So this is them all finished off now, and you've seen the plate. We have a wee unicorn coin, a couple of others, some beads, some jelly beans, marshmallow, and then the trim, and to wedge the little twizzle lolly in, I put a marshmallow and then a little party ring. These were little cake toppers that I had for cupcakes, and then just a little straw, and I've made each one slightly different, and the boys, the youngest boys, have the rainbow instead.
Strawberry milkshake.
It's like a strawberry milkshake, isn't it? Is it delicious?
Yeah.
You have to drink it all up first, and then you can eat all the other bits, but you need to drink the juice first. Are you eating around the rim, Lola? So hopefully you enjoyed the video this week. Do give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you would like to see what the kids ate during the week. And of course, if you're new, I would love it if you hit subscribe and the little bell next to it so that you don't miss out on any further food videos. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye.